Welcome back. We're going to do a little more missile shooting trajectory business here. If you haven't watched the other missile video, you might want to do that real quick. But the other video, the previous way I showed you how to do this was to recycle the same bullet. And so you only really ever got to shoot one bullet. When that bullet got done, then you could reuse him. And that's what we have here. I'm just going to pick up from where we left off in that video. And so no matter how many times I hit space, I can't ever really shoot very quickly because the bullet has to hit the edge before I can recycle him and reuse him. Now, what we're going to do is this crazy business. We're going to use the same kind of stuff that we have here, except for we're going to make a clone of our missile. And so don't forget that we have this missile sprite that is already around. We're just hiding him in the beginning. Let me show him real quick. So he's, hello. Well, get out of there. So he's always just kind of like in the beginning showing he's there, but we have been hiding him. And let me move him a little bit. Anyway, so moral of this story is that he exists and he's just sitting there waiting for me to use him. And there he is. Now, it makes more sense to hide him, but whatever. Now, what we're going to do this time is instead of actually using him, that exact arrow missile, we're going to make a clone of him. So this is kind of crazy. And in your control tab, there are things about clones. And basically, here's what's going to happen. You can create a clone of yourself, and then you can say, when I begin my life as a clone, do certain things. So all this business that we have here about moving when they press space right now, that exact arrow went to the ship, faced the direction of the ship, and then moved until you get to the edge. What we're going to do now is we're going to change our mind. And we're going to say, when you press space, make a clone of myself. So this arrow that's sitting here in the bottom of the screen is waiting for you to press space. When you press space, he will create a clone of himself. Then I'm going to take this other thing that says, when I start my life as a clone. So then that clone that just created himself will do this. So this is a little bizarre. Let's see if it works. When I shoot, now look how cool this is. That dude is still sitting here. He's not actually doing anything. The only thing he's doing is when you press space, he's cloning himself. Then that clone says, oh, I began my life as a clone, I do this business. Now, one other thing that we want to do is when you hit the wall, when you get to the edge, I actually want that clone to go away so the computer doesn't have to keep track of him anymore. So it's not so much that he's hiding as much as he dies. Sorry, clone. So it seems a little cruel that we're going to create you and then kill you, but whatever. So anyway, so this is the crazy thing is he never does anything. He sits there, he creates a clone of himself, and then that clone goes about his business, eventually dies. Now, the only bad thing is you can get some major lag. Yeah, but hey, it's really cool because I now have clones of that missile. I don't have to reuse that missile. The thing that you want to do to prevent that lag is you need to slow things down a little bit. So when you're in your control, let's say make a clone and then wait another second before you could even do anything else. So this way, that prevents the lag because you're not getting it you're not getting missiles on top of missiles every second. And then you could change your firing rate here. You could say, really, that was too fast. I want it to wait 2 seconds. That might be a little too slow. But that means every time you make a clone, then the game waits 2 seconds before you really do anything else. 1, 1000, 2, 1000. Well, or not. Whatever. Huh. Anyway, but that seems to fix the lag for some reason. I don't really know. Anyway, Who cares? But there you go. So you're cloning. Don't forget that when the clone is done, he needs to kill himself, and then you can have multiple missiles, rapid fire. Awesome.